And we're back with Any Given Sunday now. Joining me as always is fantasy football veteran Chad Conway. How you doing, Chad?
Ready to break down this year's draft, Mike.
Well, let's jump right into it then. Let's start off with last year's champion, Ken, aka the Rat Bastards.
Yeah, he was last year's champ, but as we know in this league, the champ never repeats, so he's out of the race this year.
And speaking of Rat Bastards, next player, Levi, aka Giorgio, no one cares about that meme anymore, Suglos, was last year's runner-up.
Oh, typical Levi, am I right? He'll propose trades all year, then immediately email, text, and call just seconds afterwards.
I see him making the playoffs, but not the big game due to a trade he demanded that winds up costing him. Next player we have is Pratt, aka Shauna's college fund.
Pretty predictable here, Mike. Pratt will probably be halfway in the bottle and then delay the draft at least an hour.
We all see that coming. Next we have the commissioner, Jeff, aka Touchdown My Pants.
That's right, Mike. He's banked off Denver's offense the last 3 seasons, and he's got to take a different approach.
I see him making the playoffs, but forgets to fill out his roster on game day due to a triathlon he'll have the same morning. Next player is Michelle, aka Swift Kick in the Grass.
Again, pretty predictable. She'll draft Dez Bryant again in the first round.
Whoa, hold up there, Chad. Michelle has the 11th pick. Do you think Dez will still be available then?
Good point, Mike. But her next go-to, D'Angelo Williams, is a solid bet. And mind you, this is the first round.
Moving on to Michelle's husband, Kevin, aka Kevin's Big Dogs.
I got nothing here, Mike. I met the guy once. He doesn't show up for draft days.
And speaking of players we don't know, Johnny, aka Captain Deep Dish. Rumor has it he yells at his fantasy team just as much as an actual Bears game.
Yeah, I don't see the rookie making the playoffs this year, seeing that the Chicago Bears will have such a terrible season. Johnny will just give up on football altogether.
Just a matter of time. Next player we have Aaron, aka the Bard's Tailback.
Ooh, I think this will be our first injury in the league, Mike. Aaron's indecisiveness will get the best of him for every draft pick, trade, and lineup that he'll be pacing so much he'll be running into walls for at least 8 weeks.
Ooh, that's a lot of bumps on the old noggin, Chad. Next we have Jim, aka Smoking Jims.
Yeah, I see Jim drafting a record 7 running backs in the first 8 rounds.
Well, he was 5 for 9 last year. We'll just have to find out on draft day while Jim's smoking that meat.
I could eat Jim's meat every day, Mike.
Moving on to Patrick, aka Two-Hand Touch Myself.
Last year we thought we had a new Levi in the league. A new level of trash talking, a surprise winning streak.
However, it feels like the spark is only there when he's winning.
Yet we didn't hear a peep out of him during last year's playoffs, did we?
And speaking of silence, last year's 12th place finisher, Connie, aka Yo Soy Fiesta.
She's just there. She'll have a couple wins, miss the playoffs, and go, oh well.
I think the rest of the league is going to say, oh well, after they come across the favorite this year, Blake, aka Deflate Blake. What a great name.
No, you said it, Mike. Now here's a winner. He's hungry, he's a former champion, and he's easy on the eyes too.
All right, that's all the time we have for today. Chad, thank you for your insight and joining us today.
My pleasure, Mike. Here's to a great season.